You're having a wonderful start to your Wednesday. Now, first this hour, there's been another major development in a race for Benjamin Šeško's signature.
Yeah, we understand there's now a growing feeling the RB Leipzig striker wants to join Manchester United in what could be another major blow to Newcastle's striker search.
Yeah, both clubs have submitted offers over the last 24 hours, but there is no club-to-club agreement yet with either of them. Now, as things stand, Manchester United's offer worth an initial £65 million plus 8.9 million in add-ons to Leipzig is less than Newcastle's second bid. Newcastle have tried everything to get a deal done. However, it appears the players' desire is to go to Old Trafford. It was thought United would not make a formal offer unless they got a clear indication Šeško wanted the move. Now, according to Sky in Germany, Leipzig are currently internally discussing and evaluating the Newcastle and Man United offers and their structure.
It really depends on whether neither club's prepared to offer any more, and then ultimately, if the terms are the same, then we're going to talk, figures in terms of wages as well. So. It's certainly an intriguing one.
What a lovely position for Benjamin Sesko at 22, not even a quarter of the way into his career, to have two such clubs chasing him. I mean, one offers cash and cachet, as it were, in Manchester United, biggest club in the country, and he can see the project that Ruben Amorim is trying to build there and drag them out of this slump they've been in pretty much since Ferguson left. Or he can go and be an absolute idol on Tyneside as their centre forward if Isak does move to Liverpool.
We heard Henry there mention bringing United back to former glories, while Manchester United haven't had much success with strikers going back to the summer of 2017. Signings include the likes of Romelu Lukaku, Edinson Cavani and Cristiano Ronaldo, whilst Odin Igalo and Wout Weghorst joined for a short spell on loan. Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee are still at the club.
The impression I get from the people I've been speaking to is that Sesko has preferred a move to Old Trafford all the way along. And that from RB Leipzig's point of view, they've been waiting for Manchester United to reach the level of bid that Newcastle have made. They haven't quite done it yet. They're still some distance off it, 5-10 million euros, depending on the exact figures. But it's pretty clear that he would rather go to Old Trafford. And I think that leaves Newcastle in a very, very difficult position.
Clubs have spent big money on strikers so far this summer. If a deal can be reached and Šeško does get his preferred move to Manchester United, it'd be the second biggest deal in that position so far. And there are still question marks over Alexander Isak's future.
I still think they're in a pretty strong position because, of course, all along, Newcastle have maintained that they didn't want to sell Isak, and obviously he's now made it quite obvious that he wants to join Liverpool. But for a start, Liverpool have got to offer more money to Newcastle, and they've got to get a replacement lined up. So I don't think Newcastle are going to find themselves in a situation where they don't have an Isak or a Sesko. I think that they'd feel pretty comfortable up there at the moment.
We can't afford to keep losing players. We can't afford to keep finishing second in a two-horse race. We've got to finish first. And the way they've gone in for Sesko with the second bid, which to try to blow Manchester United out the window, is so reassuring to me, because that's the only way to get this guy. If you want him, you've got to pay the dough. And if you pay the dough and you need a few quid back, Isak to Liverpool will give you the few quid back. Don't lose Sesko because you haven't given them an extra 5 million when you're going to get the same plus another 30 million off Liverpool. Don't lose them.
According to The Athletic, the Slovenian striker has informed all parties that he prefers a move to Old Trafford over Newcastle. With that decision now clear, United are wasting no time. Talks with RB Leipzig have accelerated, and an agreement is believed to be close. United's initial offer stood at €75 million, around £65 million, with an additional €10 million in performance-related add-ons. That was slightly behind Newcastle's bid by around €5 million, but the Red Devils have since raised the stakes. Sky Germany reported on Wednesday morning that United have now submitted a new proposal, €80 million as a fixed fee, plus add-ons. The ball is firmly in Leipzig's court, and Sesko is just waiting for the go-ahead to make the move. And it looks like the deal is nearly done. Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that Sesko has agreed personal terms with United on a contract running until 2030. It's another massive attacking investment by the club, following the arrivals of Bryan Mbeumo and Matheus Cunha earlier in the window. Sesko, who scored 21 goals for Leipzig in all competitions last season, is exactly the kind of firepower Ruben Amorim has been pushing for. He's big, quick, and clinical, and now looks set to lead the line for United. As for Newcastle, it's yet another blow in what's becoming a nightmare of a summer. They've now missed out on Sesko, and earlier in the window saw moves collapse for João Pedro, Hugo Ekitike, Mbeumo, and Liam Delap. And with Liverpool circling around Alexander Isak, the pressure at St James's Park is only growing. Manchester United, on the other hand, have been tracking Sesko for years. He first caught their attention in 2019, when he was just 16, playing for NK Domžale in Slovenia. The club kept tabs as he rose through the ranks at Red Bull Salzburg and then made the step up to Leipzig. Now, it looks like they're finally getting their man. The Red Devils have one final pre-season test against David De Gea's Fiorentina this Saturday, before they kick off the Premier League season with a blockbuster clash against Arsenal on August 17th. And if all goes to plan, Benjamin Sesko could be in red by then, ready to start his next chapter under the lights at Old Trafford.